Like to welcome everybody here to the final day of the NPA Central session here in the beautiful Ottawa, Ontario, here at Notre Dame High School, the home court of Top Flight Academy. My name is Ryan Greco, taking care of your play-by-play, joined by Elias Spate on your color commentary. And what a matchup, Elias, we have here today. In this second matchup of the day, we've got Edge School out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on Crestwood Prep out of North York, Ontario. Two of the heavyweights of the NPA going toe-to-toe in this one.
And this is going to be the one of the top matchups of the day. Edge took a loss that they probably shouldn't have to RNS. I know if RNS is listening, they're probably ticked off at me for saying that, but on roster, I didn't think it was going to happen. I am very, very happy for Rotse and the way that they've been playing. Shout out to the whole RNS squad. They've really put on this weekend, and I think that their trajectory is very high when they got their top guys going at it.
Absolutely, as Dion Duncan is at the line to start off this one. He makes good on the first one, not good on the second one. So we have ourselves a hockey score, 1-0 to start this off.
And Crestwood, you know, they lost to CTA here in this session. CTA is looking like the #1 team in the country right now.
For sure. As turnover here, Crestwood Prep now on the attack. Kobe Antwi gets rejected by Fofo, about giving up 6 inches of height. Doesn't matter when he gets up there, though, does he?
Cleveland State in attendance to have a look at Fofo.
And he's making it worth the trip so far, starting off the scoring and live play, if you will, for Edge School. Now they hold on to a 3-0 lead with 9:16 to go here in the first. And this is going to be a really interesting matchup here, Elias. We have Fofo on Jacoby Neef, two of the top point guards easily in the country, going mano-a-mano in this one.
Excellent matchup. Their build is similar. You know, they can defend each other. They got similar length. Fofo probably a couple of inches extra in length. And on the other side, it was Crestwood's Trayvon Thomas, who last night had a 51-point game with 10 threes.
Had a pleasure of calling that one here with Elias. Yeah, he was just absolute money from everywhere on the floor. As here comes the fast break. Elijah Fisher going up, and a great foul by Fofo. And you don't usually say great foul, but there's the effort right there saying, nope, we're not going to give up anything easy in the early going here.
That is an excellent foul, not just a great one. I agree with you wholeheartedly. You got a guy on a fast break, especially a youngster trying to, you know, get himself accustomed and welcome himself to the league. He's not having that.
Absolutely not.
Fofo is a senior. He's ready to go D1 or U Sport, wherever, you know, whatever direction the game ends up taking him. But nothing easy.
Absolutely.
And what I love about guys like Fofo is he's going to run back. He has a disadvantage being behind the offensive man. He's not thinking, oh, I don't want to get dunked on. Like some guys just get out of the way or let them have a fast break. On that one, you saw the energy and the effort.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And that's the kind of energy you have to bring if you're going to disrupt a play like that. And Fofo did just that out of Tugan. So here's Menyang Tong on the fast break. Gets it over to Ibrahim. Back to Fofo out of Tugan. And you can count it for 3. He came to play today, Elias.
He's off to an excellent start.
Here's
a defensive stop with the block. Then picking up that foul, now making a 3.
Absolutely. Here's Thomas. Over to Antwi. Back to Thomas. The 50-point man himself. Gets it into the corner to Antwi. Antwi no good. And Adatugan's everywhere in this game. Comes down with the defensive rebound.
And his stats are going to be all over the place after this one.
Here's Tong. I would actually rather like to see Tong take on Fisher in this matchup here. He's got the size on him. He's got the length.
I don't know why he's stopping his dribble. He should absolutely be taking that all the way.
Yeah, and also Fofo really kind of not doing him any favors by keeping in front of him the entire time. Here's Thomas, and keeps up with his shooting streak from last night. This kid is unconscious the last 48 hours.
Loving what I'm seeing from him. Confidence is really shot up, and all it takes sometimes is seeing a couple of them go in, and the rest they just flow like water.
Well said, well said. Here's Tong in the corner. Shot goes up. That's Duncan. No good. Rims out. Thomas coming down with the rebound. And he's going to bring it up now. Thomas running the offense. Gets it over to Neath. Neath gets it inside. Pacheco. He's going to get, looks like there was maybe a hack. Referee calls a hack in the paint. before Pacheco Jr. could get up for the shot. So we have an inbound here. Thomas on the inbound. He's going to be guarded by number 11, Brecky Davis. Shot goes up. Comes down. Here's Alan Spoonhunter with the rebound. And Spoonhunter turns it over, though. Here to Thomas. Here's Neath on the fast break. Up. And nice find inside to Neath, but a great defensive play by Spoonhunter, making up for that earlier turnover.
And I want to see Luis Pacheco get back a lot faster. He's still slumped over that play. You got to make the adjustment and get back the other way.
Oh, nice finish there by Neath at the rim. Good find by Kobe Answe. Give him the assist. And here we go. I believe this is Davis to Spoonhunter. Spoonhunter. Oh, you love to see that if you're an Edge fan. Spoonhunter knocking down his first shot of the game. Anytime you see a sharpshooter like him knock down his first shots, it's usually a good omen.
Spoon's been a little off as of late, but I'm sure he, just seeing one go in, the rest are going to start to come.
Yeah, and you know what? All credit where credit is due is Fisher misses that shot, and Fofo comes down with the rebound. Spoonhunter, last game actually not too bad, shooting about 50% from the three-point line that last one. Fofo no good with contact on him. Here's Davis.
Hey, he's shooting with a lot of confidence. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Jacoby on him. Worked Jacoby a little bit, got to step back.
Here's Thomas, gets by his defender. Oh, brings it back. Oh, that's just cheeky. Thomas, Trayvon Thomas.
And he's coming alive, man. These last two games for him, he's been the X factor.
Absolutely. Here's Davis now with Thomas all over him. Oh, Davis, nice spin move at the top of the three-point line there. Moving to the basket. Nice finish, and Thomas now going to bring it up and run the offense. He's guarded by Davis. Thomas now over to Neath. Neath thinks about it, dribbles into the double team. Man-to-man defense on right now. Shot goes up on Antwi, and he's going to go to the line for two. And there's going to be a substitution coming into the game for Crestwood Prep. Is number 40, Ashraf Chadua. You can hear just in front of us Coach Russell and Elijah Fisher just having a quick discussion about the last defensive set and where he's expecting Fisher to be. And of course, you take a look at the game that Fisher plays. It's so hard to forget, if it wasn't for the fact that we constantly mention it, that he's in 9th grade. I mean, you look at his build, you look at the way he plays the game. He looks like he's fitting in as a guy in his 5th year. Here's a move on the inside here. That's Spencer. Missed shot there. Neath up, and he's going to get fouled. Great take by Neath. Some good defense there by Aaron Lloyd, class of 2020, 6'1" guard. And if there's one thing I'm enjoying right now, Elias, it just seems like Crestwood has had a bit of a rough run about it the last couple of games. Whether it was that heartbreaking loss to CTA, and then 2 games afterwards where they were kind of just relying more on their talent than it came to the X's and O's of the game. But they look very engaged right now. The coaching staff has really given it to the players. The players are very responsive, saying, holding themselves accountable. There's a lot of good dialogue we're seeing on the sidelines right now.
Yeah, and I think there's an understanding that, Edge had a loss that they didn't want, and they're going to come out, looking to battle in this one. So you can't let up on them. You can't give them an opportunity to stay in the game.
Absolutely.
Nice defense, good hands by Antwi. Here's Jacoby Neath. Wake Forest, baby.
And Jacoby Neath, as Coach Hoffman's going to call a timeout. Completely agree with that one there. Anytime you see a highlight like that this early in the game, it's a good chance to try and slow down and keep the game moving. So with that, we're going to be right back after this here at the MPA Central session. It is Crestwood Prep 17, Edge School 11.
I'm Michaela Roche. I played for 4 years at the University of Minnesota for the Golden Gophers in the Big Ten Conference. I coached for 3 years at Kansas State University with the Wildcats. I just completed playing professionally in Greece, and I am the National Women's Basketball Scout for North Pole Hoops.
Low post right. This is Roche. Quick square around move.
Every day, waking up, I need to find a way to make girls basketball better. And so that's my job, to be able to help you as a player, as a student athlete, as a young woman, and just to be able to really understand the ins and outs of what it takes to be successful both in basketball, but also in life.
Third angle left. Underneath Roche. Quick move to the left. Left hand banks it in for two.
I've lived and I've done a lot of what some of these young girls seek to do. You know, being a coach, being a team captain when I played, I want to guide them. I want to give them advice and help provide opportunity through the scouting report and the showcases and the exposures. Just be able to build a relationship and get to know them and help them just really be the best young women and basketball players that they can be. I will be evaluating talent and scouting across Canada, just evaluating players' strengths, weaknesses, area for improvement, and also making a prediction and recommendations in terms of where they can take their career.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to the NPA Central session, and there is the man of the hour, Trayvon Thomas, coming off a 50-point performance last night, and Elias, a very impressive start to this game as well.
He's showing that he could be fully capable of leading a game offensively. Although the opponent, you know, was a little bit weaker than this one per se, but Trayvon Thomas, he's a guy who's going to set the table for you. He's going to lead the show, and he showed you that he can get buckets.
Yeah, and to be honest, I mean, it was one thing to be impressed at his shooting ability. It was another for him to find his teammates in that game yesterday against North Star. Here's Thomas right now, trying to find it inside, gets it back, finds the open man Answe. Oh, nice little hesitation dribble. Ooh, that was clean. Nice shot there.
He's a pure shooter. You see his stroke, his release, his follow through. When it goes in butter.
Yep. Here's Fisher now on the defensive effort.
And Fisher's got to just keep an eye up there. You had Jacoby wide open.
Here's Thomas. Great defense, though, shown by Edge School. But Thomas just finding spots. And even the shots that aren't going in just look like, I mean, what can you say? Adetogan, up. No good.
I love the aggressiveness right now of Fofo. And, you know, we talk about all the positive things that he does. There's one thing that I'd like to see him increase even more between now and Nationals, and that's his downhill speed. He's got the defensive board on the other end. I want to see him get up a lot faster.
Yeah, and speaking of which, him getting up, I mean, I brought this up in the last broadcast Edge School was playing. I mean, Fofo, Elias, the guy is, how to describe it best, as he's wide open under the basket here, gets knocked off balance. 3 seconds on the shot clock, shot goes up, no good. Rebound is Jacoby Neath, and he's gonna come away with it now. Loses a handle, gets it back, and Menyang Tong nearly comes away with an interception there. But Fofo, he's the kind of guy where, you know, on the third or fourth jump on those rebounds underneath the basket, he's jumping just as high as he was on the first and second. And that's just something you do not see at this level. Yeah, even at the high school prep level. You just don't see, heck, the college level. It takes how much energy. You've played the game. You know how hard it is to jump up and down that many times under a basket. Now with guys draped all over you with an extra 20 to 30 pounds on you, it's incredible the kind of athleticism this kid has.
Yeah, and athleticism for sure. And aside from that, his length is a major factor in him being able to get those second and third chances, those rebounds, those extra possessions for Edge School.
Yeah, and
they started to lose their edge for a little bit.
Oh, man. He went there. He went there, ladies and gentlemen. Spoon Hunter on the inbound. We've got 2:31 to go here in the first quarter. 20-11 right now for Crestwood. And, I mean, Edge, not for a lack of effort, they're in this. Just got to start knocking down some shots. As we have an inbound here, it's going to be Kobe Antwi.
X1. Ash, come Ash.
He's got Duncan going to try and deny the pass. Gets out to Thomas. Trayvon Thomas now. Gets it over. Jacoby Neath. Shot goes up. No good. Rebound Davis. Or excuse me, Aaron Lloyd comes down with the rebound. Oh, Spoon Hunter. Nice save to Fofo. Oh, nice hesitation, but a big rejection. Number 40 Chadua. And a finish at the other end by Elijah Fisher. And Crestwood, they are firing on all cylinders, Elias.
And these are the type of games that Elijah's going to really, really develop in. Love get to see him playing against older competition. He gets to make that adjustment.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a turnover there in the paint. Didn't get a chance to see exactly what it was, but what really matters is that it's Crestwood ball. And you'd think, you know, coming out of this timeout that Edge would have a little bit more, you know, energy and chutzpah. But at this point, it's still been all Crestwood to start off this quarter as we have 1:47 to go left in the first. Here's Antwi. Antwi, hesitation dribble, knocks the defender off his feet. Shot goes up, no good, but a big rebound there. Pacheco leaves his feet. Not exactly the kind of move you want to see.
I hate those passes where the offensive man has to leave his feet to make a pass.
He didn't need to.
The receiver is just wondering, what do you want me to do here?
You literally are putting a timer on yourself. You literally have a second to come back down. So here's Fofo now at the top of the key, guarded by Fisher. Oh, nice spin move there with the left hand. Oh, just can't get it down. Play resumes. We're still going. Here's Jacoby Neath now. Rebound for Crestwood. 1:12 to go. Neath gets a lane up, and he's going to get called with the charge. Great setting of the feet by the Edge defender. And a great situational awareness by the Edge defense on that one. They could see Jacoby had the daylight, sets the feet, takes the contact. Gotta love that if you're an Edge fan. Gives them another chance to cut into this lead here with 56 seconds to go. This is Lloyd. Lloyd, floater, no good. Tough shot, off balance. Here we go. Here's Neath one more time. Harden step back, knocks it down.
And that's easy money for him. You give him that much space, he's going to knock it down every time.
Yeah, you could see him. He was kind of setting himself up. You could see the shoulders were square to the basket the entire way up there. He was thinking shot. And here we are on the other side. Fofo goes up, and they're going to call a foul on him there. They're going to call foul on number 30. That right there is
Keyshawn Laddie.
Keyshawn Laddie. And Laddie just kind of got caught off of his feet. Hand in the cookie jar, if you will. Here's Spoon Hunter on the inbound. Oh, nice find inside, but a big rejection there. Laddie making up for it right on the very next play. You got to love that energy coming from the Crestwood team, especially from their role players. Shot goes up. No good. Two Crestwood players come down with it. Here's Antwi now on the fast break. 13 seconds in the quarter. Antwi up, in, can't finish. Tong with the rebound. And here's Spoon Hunter.
Spoon's got to give that up way quicker.
Yep, you can see him kind of dribbling his head down. 1 second remaining, and they're not going to have time. No clock awareness on that one, unfortunately. And at the end of one, we have Crestwood Prep with a comfortable 25-11 lead over Edge School. And with that, we'll be back after this short break with second quarter action here at the NPH.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Georges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to the NPA Central session. We got second quarter action here. Game number 2 of the day. We have Crestwood Prep out of North York, Ontario, taking on Edge School out of Calgary. And Elias, that first quarter, a very impressive offensive set shown by Crestwood. As we have a foul on the floor here, as there was a take to the basket there. And it's going to be Luis Pacheco Jr. out of Brooklyn, New York.
And Crestwood is at their best when they're getting contribution for more than just their star, Jacoby Neath. In this one, we've seen Elijah Fisher get a few deflections as well. Kobe Antwi in the mix, Trayvon Thomas, a little bit of everybody.
Absolutely, and you know, another guy, of course, you have to bring up Luis Pacheco Jr. He's been, you know, when he gets going, he's a double-double machine, and you can guarantee yourself a few blocks from him. Some great box outs, some timely possessions for this team. He does all the little things properly. You never really see him making a lot of mental mistakes, but I feel that comes a lot from his pedigree of, you know, the New York basketball scene is clearly, even to this day, one of the absolute best in the world as far as amateurs are concerned. And, you know, you can see that even right now. He's still talking up, letting his guys know where everything is as the shot goes up and a miss. And it's Tong coming down with it, tries to save it. And there's, guess who, Fofo trying to go for it, but Antwi's going to come up with it. Here's Thomas. Antwi. Fisher. Here's Thomas again. Works off the screen. Going to take it himself. Shot goes up. Just rims out. And Fofo coming down with the rebound.
That's got to be his 6th rebound of the game.
I believe so. Spoon Hunter, a little bit of Pete Maravich there. Flings it behind the back. Brings it back up. Gets the defender on a bit of a hesitation. I love that move. Personal fan of that move.
Very pretty move. Crestwood has doubled up on Edge. 26-13.
8:53 to go here in the second quarter. This one feels like it's been flying by, Ellis. Just up and down action constantly.
It has. And before it flies by all the way, Edge has got to get some buckets up on the board. 13 points in a quarter is not going to cut it against this Crestwood team.
Absolutely. Here's Pacheco now working. Nice little turnaround. Oh, I love that move. I'm a big fan of that one. The best part about that move, Elias, he goes straight up. He goes right over his defender. No fading away, no unnecessary off-balance shots, just knows what he needs to do. Here's Spoon Hunter. Oh, nice find outside there, but loses it. Fisher with the poke. And here comes Neath. The foul, you can count it, and one. Jacoby Neath going to the line for an extra point. And Jacoby Neath, what a senior year he is having here at Crestwood Prep. You know, a guy we always knew had a lot of talent, a lot of ability, but, you know, it's scary when you see players of this magnitude, of that skill, of that IQ growing into their bodies the way that he has. And here's Neath right on cue, but gets rejected. Great defense there by Edge. And here comes Fofo, and you can count it with the strong hand on the weak side. Count it for 2. Here's a Fisher.
He looks different in this game. He just looks so locked in, Fofo does. Good closeout that time.
He's going to get called for the foul there. I don't know about that one specifically. It just looked like 3 players going up for the ball. And Pacheco, at this point, I feel like Pacheco just got rewarded for his athleticism there. Just being bigger and stronger.
He'll take it. He'll take it and he'll go to the line.
Can't get mad at that if you're a Crestwood fan. And makes good on the first free throw.
Hey, Tony, through the blue.
You know, it's so fascinating. You see guys, you know, this is now something that's we've noticed a few times in the prep circuit up here in Canada, is just seeing Americans coming up here even for the exposure. I mean, that speaks volumes, especially players of this caliber like Pacheco Jr. As play in the corner there, that would be Aaron Lloyd. Puts it off the leg. And also we have a substitution into the game right now is number 33, Steven Lazar for Crestwood Prep. 6'7", class of 2020. We also have another substitution in for the game for Edge School, number 23. That's Ben Gilbert. And number 11, Bricky Davis. He's back into this game after taking a quick rest. Here's Fofo for 3. No good. And Fisher letting that one fly by him. Oh, kiss the glass, and you can count it. Aaron Lloyd getting it done. Big shot for Edge. They needed that one.
Things was really starting to slip away from Edge.
Fisher left wide open. Oh, real long. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. Great closeout there by Tong. Big reason why that shot was so wide, but unfortunately, Edge. You know, you said it yourself, Elias. Fofo looks locked in, but it just seems like everybody else is still trying to catch up to him in a sense on his team.
No, you're right on the money with that one, man. He's, you know, these unforced turnovers. Guys are just coughing it up without even being pressured. You threw it 3 feet, 4 feet away from your man in transition.
It's
number one. You want. I don't know why the pass is coming behind the receiver anyway. You should be leading him towards the basket for the break.
Absolutely, well said. It's just weird. You know what, though? I think that also kind of speaks to the way the game is played nowadays. As, yeah, we're looking at the replay there. I mean, at this point.
Trayvon Thomas. That's the point. That's the point at this point.
Well, I will say, you know, he's had a lot of, even the shots, as I alluded to this earlier, even the shots that he's missing are just rimming out. Like, he's so locked in right now. We're talking about, I think that might be the key word of the day, locked in. And for the last 24 hours, Trayvon Thomas has been the most locked in player here at the NPA Central session.
A little bit of a cleanup going on there. Wet spot on the floor.
Yep. And, you know, I just want to actually bring back to it really quickly what you were talking about there of leading the basket in as we get a look here at Fofo as well. Another player making some big movements in the recruiting scene. Here's a look in the corner. 3 is good, nothing but net. Give that one to number 30, Kashawn Laddie.
And that's another unforced turnover for Lloyd. I don't know how much more Huffman can keep him in the game. How many chances do you give him?
Absolutely.
You just can't afford to be coughing up possessions like that. Down 34-18.
Especially against a team like Crestwood. I mean, this is a team that's going to be in that top 5 conversation for the majority of this year. And they're showing why right now. Another big shot there. And here's Adetogan. There's to Lloyd. Lloyd can't finish. Great defense by Crestwood in the transition. Thomas now. Oh, nice fired and throw down. Louis Pacheco Jr. finding his inner mailman as Thomas is finding his inner John Stockton on that one.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from Trayvon Thomas over the course of these last couple of days.
That was perfect. Here's Tong now. Lloyd, no good on the shot there. A long 2, and Jacoby Neath bringing it down, saying, no, that's my ball. 5:50 to go here in the second quarter. And Crestwood is off and running in this one. Pacheco, count it for another 2. 41-18.
Huffman's going to really have to call a timeout and talk this one over.
Adetogan works off the screen. He's got Neath on him now. This is the matchup of the game we've been waiting for. Gets it over to Tong. Tipped. That was definitely tipped by Pacheco, hence why it was short. And that's another matchup actually that I'm loving to see right now is Louis Pacheco Jr. going up against Manyang Tong. 2 very aggressive players, and Tong's going to be in tough here. He's giving up some size. He's a guy who likes to use his length and size over guys, but he's not going to get that advantage in this one. Here's Adetogan. Kicks it out.
Xavier Spencer, the youngster, class of 2023, same age as Elijah Fisher, playing with some confidence here, knocking down the mid-range.
He reminds me a little bit of a Shaquille Keith for anyone that might remember him out of Brampton, or a Dion Edgem if we're looking a little bit more recently.
You got that stocky frame.
Yeah,
absolutely, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, that tweener kind of size. As here's Spoon Hunter on the fast break, and it's blocked by Jacoby Neath. He just went up there and took it away.
And I don't like what I saw from Manyang there. He assumed that the refs were going to call a goaltend, and he just paused for like 2 seconds. These guys need to be a lot more locked in. This is not championship contending material. What I've seen from Edge over the last couple of days, they got a lot of homework to do, a lot of game film to study.
Couldn't have said it better myself as Spoon Hunter now. He's going to work off the dribble. Oh, nice kick out there, though. Spencer, one more pass to Adetogan, and he knocks it down. And it's almost as if they had a little earpiece in their hair, in their ear there going, oh, yeah, we do need to pick it up a little bit.
Man, it's been a one-man show. Fofo's taking it all on his shoulders, and that's just not enough to get it done.
Kobe Yates, we called with the charge. Very easy call for the referee there. You could clearly see the arm extending. Tong gets put on his rear end. And as a result, it's going to be a turnover. And could this be the spark that Edge needed to get themselves going a little bit? They get a nice bucket there in the corner off of some great team play and some great ball movement. Then they get the charge on the other end. Let's see if they can build on this now.
This game is far from over. They got a lot of time to really talk this over at halftime. 4 minutes to go before the half. And they got to get this game, you know, within 10 before this half's over.
I think that's definitely not only a good goal, it might be a requirement if they're going to try and keep themselves in the conversation of winning this one. Here's Trayvon Thomas bringing it up. He's guarded by Aaron Lloyd. Thomas in the corner to Fisher. Fisher still being left wide open out there. And there's Neith. Speaking of wide open, you cannot leave him any kind of space. As soon as he walks over that half-court line, he's in range.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is an NBA prospect. I've said it for years. You know, it wasn't taken seriously in previous years. Now he makes it onto the national team, does well over there at Crestwood. He's averaging 28 to 29 points a game, and he's doing it with ease.
He is. As Laddie's coming in for Neith.
Looked like he got poked in the eye there.
Yeah, definitely. Good substitution, though, by the coaching staff, recognizing something wasn't right. Here's Adetogan. Adetogan fighting for it in the corner. And once again, though, he's surrounded by a bunch of blue shirts, whereas his teammates are kind of left there standing and watching. And we don't necessarily mean to pick on these guys. It's just that we expect so much from this Edge school. We expect a lot from these role players because these guys are good enough to be there.
It's a very good roster. They just haven't been themselves in this event.
Yeah.
I saw them when I flew over to Winnipeg for that session, and it seemed like amongst inferior competition, they played with a lot more confidence. They don't play the same way here. That's psychological.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I kind of alluded to that on a previous broadcast yesterday when Edge was playing. You know, you hate to think that, you know, going out there and taking on some of the younger teams, the teams that are just starting up here in the NPA, that, you know, they're very, very, very confident in that sense. But we'll continue that after this quick break. At this time, it is Crestwood Prep 44, Edge School 23. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm mic'd up for Northwell Hoops. Hey, yo, right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over, yo. Go, white team!
Yeah, yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Let's play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Come here, Pete. Give me that. Nope. Talk. Oh, come on, bro. Go to him. He's good. Hey, see you on the kick. You good, though. Keep driving. Keep going in the middle. Hey, let's get it and let's go. Hey, Malik, let's get it and let's go. Come get me. I got help. We good. Here comes my way, I got you.
And of course there we're getting a quick look at Brandon Talbot, the Toronto Showcase MVP, getting the looks that he needed. He's now currently sitting out there at Bella Vista with the #1 prospect of his class, Addison Patterson. Elias, you've been very high on that young man for the majority of his playing career.
Addison Patterson has made tremendous adjustments over the course of this previous year. There's Elijah Fisher banking it off. another #1, by the way, in his class. But with regards to Addison, I mean, you see in the maturity in his game and the evolution in his body. Here's Kobe Antwi, high fly finish.
And you're saying, as speaking of guys that have made impressive progression, I mean, Brandon Talbot, another one of those guys that we had a chance to watch there in the commercial break.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, him really getting more confidence than he even already had by winning his showcase MVP, earning that MVP. That is a big thing. Guys that have taken that thing home are playing at elite levels at the next level.
Yep. It's very true, very true. I mean, you also see another one. I'll never get enough of that highlight of Jalen Llewellyn over at the Hamilton Showcase a few years ago, doing literally the street ball move, the slip and slide in the middle of a prospect game.
Yep.
And finishing with the layup. I mean, and now you're seeing him doing some big things in the Ivy League. I mean, just an incredible array of talent that have shown up at the MPH Showcases over the years.
Good hands by Kobe Antwi there. Just had a good all-around game. And Kobe's got his heart set. Dream school is Stanford.
That's a quality school. That's the kind of school.
I do believe he could play at that level.
Oh, not just that, but that's the kind of school where you're really setting yourself up for after basketball. You know, and not you know, not to harp on it, but also to go back on Jalen Llewellyn. That's another idea. Like, you're seeing a lot of these guys. Not only are they top level athletes, they're top level academics. They take their schooling just as seriously as their basketball. And you know what? You see the difference. You see their preparation. You see the way they treat the game. You see the way that they treat other people as far as respect level goes. These are the guys that tend to be a little bit more successful in the long run.
And that's one of the reasons that, you know, this influx of recruitment up in Canada by the NCAA schools, that's why it's happening. It's just easier to recruit our guys because they're academically most of the time in check. Ooh, nice step back there to create a little bit of separation.
Not a big fan of him going back into the defender, though. If you create the separation and you know you're a good shooter, I would have preferred for him to take the shot instead of coming back into the defender. As with 1:50 to go here in the half, Crestwood Prep, I mean, they're just keeping, they're really at this point just keeping Edge at arm's length. Anytime the Edge seems to be kind of going on a little bit of a run or forcing a turnover, Crestwood comes right back with a turnover of their own and a showtime dunk. Or a good finish at the rim.
And this is one of the luxuries that Crestwood has. Coach Rose able to sub off 3 primary guys and still put in Keyshawn Laddie, Lazar, as well as Trayvon Thomas and Ashraf, and there's no drop off.
Fofo Adetogan, I mean, we got a front row look at that shot there. What a form, and just the spin, the backspin on that ball shows you just the kind of form that kid has when he's shooting from behind the arc.
And percentage-wise, he's doing very well for himself, just around 52%. There he is picking up a steal.
Oh, nice feed. And a great finish by Tong, and you're hoping maybe that's the starter for Tong to start waking up a little bit here in this one. Love seeing that effort under the rim, taking the contact and finishing on the fast break. Here's Thomas. Thomas now, 57 seconds in this half remaining. Laddie kicks it out. Lazar now gets by. Runner, floater, just a little bit of a tweener shot there.
And Lazar's got an extra dribble to take there to get closer to the rim. He can finish above the rim with that one.
I was going to say, you know, well said on that, because, you know, he had the space. Now it's just a matter of having the confidence to say, hey, oh yeah, I'm 6'7". Maybe I should just crown this guy.
Absolutely. One extra dribble would have got him probably 3 feet closer to the rim, and that's the kind of shot Trayvon would take. Trayvon Thomas, it would be more suitable for him.
And another thing, Elias, we're just taking a look here with 40 seconds remaining in this one. Lazar, he's got about an inch on Tong, and we talk about how tall and lanky he is. As the shot goes up for Adetogan, no good.
Good rotation on that ball for
great
Adetogan.
Extra effort, and what a finish there. Give that one to number 10, Deion Duncan, getting it done, the class of 2019, and a steal by Spoon Hunter. And they're fighting for it, still has it. 16 seconds to go in the half. Tong thinks about the 3, gets it inside, and there's Duncan one more time. And there's going to be a timeout for Crestwood Prep with 9 seconds remaining. And you know what? Better late than never, Elias, as they've cut the lead down to 15 after being down by 25.
And this is a big bit of a sequence here for Edge. 49-34, they cut it to 15, and if they could hold Crestwood from scoring for the remainder of this half, here in the dying seconds of the half. I think they got a chance to really gain momentum getting back into this game.
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
You know, we're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here, for venues like this, we go to war.
Oh, Elijah Fisher!
Everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
There is Ada Falurin, Ada Togan, top player for Edge School. Just got a nice look at his form and three-point shot there earlier in this game. 9 seconds to go, 8 seconds. Neat's gonna let it fly, no good. Rebound for Duncan. They're on the fast break, 1 second, shot goes up, and he can't knock it down. And at the half, Edge School showing a little bit of life, finishing off that half with a 12-0 run to now find themselves down by 15. And with that, we're going to take a quick break ourselves. At the half, it is Crestwood Prep 49, Edge School 34. We'll be right back.
There's one thing I've seen from Kellen Tynes. That guy is not afraid. Very calm under pressure. It's so good in traffic.
Coast to coast on that one.
Kellen Tynes, basket plus the foul.
Kellen Tynes again on the blow-by.
Oh, ooh, tough take. You know what? I'm done calling them tough takes. I think for Kellen Tynes it's easy. He is making this a regular occurrence. Kellen Tynes picking pockets and finishing.
Tynes from deep. Tynes, triple.
He's on the left side, finishes with his right hand, able to just get enough on it.
Man, Kellen Tynes, the court vision on this kid is on another level.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
There's Tynes again, Caleb Suey.
He split a pair of defenders, finessed his way around another that was looking to draw a charge, finished with a nice kiss off the window.
Great body control.
I'm Denzel Cummins. I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. I'm mic'd up, so. Last guy I'm mic'd up.
Start in Virginia with pin downs. Let's start it on Jakucha's side. and let's get the ball swung. We're not gonna. Let's not be predictable.
We got one game. Let's go. All out. Straight up. Family up 3 over. Got 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Charge, yeah. Good job, boy. Good boy.
Shocking. Shocking. If they missed me.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but you're playing right.
Oh, my fault.
Next time you see Josh, you tell him one more.
Okay. Listen, when you're running fast, keep on coming, because that's what I was looking for.
We're running that again. You were wide open.
So, hey, 13's getting core. Power.
Now we've gone small.
Yeah.
We've gone small. So now we're looking to pump fake and see if we can drive it if we don't get open shots. So we're in power right now.
Hey, in power. Charge! Oh! Good, hey, it's a good. You good. Good job. I want you up.
Where is it for you?
22.
Yeah, that's what I call.
Yeah, but you got to tell Bonehead to find his best shooter. In the corner, he was wide open.
Oh! Ain't no more playing around. I ain't playing around no more. Eight seconds! Yes! Arby, come here! That's you! That's what I mean! Good job! Read it. You have to read it. It's not a play, it's a read.
Let's just go dribble entry, and let's get it into Josh. Josh, look at me. Get up and dunk it. He cannot handle you. Purple. I'm in front of him. He's legit grabbing me, throwing me. Because you're getting into his body. Get off his body. Right here, he can't grab you. Here, step towards me. That's all you got to do.
2 minutes, just for a bit. You got 4. Just for a bit. Good minutes.
They can't handle you. They can't handle you. End this game. Yo, let's go. Oh yeah! Go! Oh yeah! Now, Matt, stand up when he hits a shot. When he hits a shot, Matt, get abs.
Don't worry.
Gas.
Shot. Ready, blow. Yes, buddy.
Oh yeah, Steph. Hey!
Casey done?
I know, man. Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy, man. You know what you're doing, man.
He's up next.
Them on posters. Jacob Abiola. The Riverhawks are in flight. Shaheed Melton put the NBA on notice.
Next level.
Either kill or be killed, you know. On the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you, or if not, you're not gonna succeed or you're not gonna do well in the sport.
Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
And we're back here at the NPA Central Session. This is day number 5, the final day out here in beautiful Ottawa, Ontario. We got some second half action here between two of the top 10 programs in the country. We have Edge out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on Crestwood Prep in North York. And Elias, I mean, coming off of that very, very tough loss to CTA Academy just a couple nights ago, 99-91 was the final there. Crestwood Prep since then has been on an absolute tear throughout the rest of this session. And it's really showing no more obvious than here right now in this game against a top-ranked Edge program.
Speaking of tear, Fofo Etadogan trying to tear the ball out of Jacoby's hands. The pressure is on. You could see the level of aggression defensively from Edge starting off a lot different than they started the game.
As Thomas, little heat check shot there, but I can imagine that the coaching staff is going to give him a little bit more of a green light after his performance last night. 51 points against North Star Prep. And, you know, if you're Edge, you have to be satisfied with that first possession. Good defensive stop. Now we'll see if they can bite into this lead a little bit more. Here's Tong. Makes good on the jumper.
And Manyang's just so talented. I don't want to see him hesitate. He was an absolute monster at Father Lacombe in Calgary in his high school days before he came to the prep side. I want to see that same side of him on a consistent basis. He's so capable.
Oh, there he is, right on cue. Here comes Manyang Tong down the lane, and it just rims out. But you gotta love the aggression.
Slowed down and waited, thought twice about it as he kind of felt Pacheco on his back.
You can't afford that hesitation in the NPA. And Tong, another turnover, gets it over to Adetogan. Adetogan's gonna go up. Can't come down with it, out of bounds, gonna be Crestwood ball. Easy call for the referee on the baseline there. And now bringing it up is Thomas. Trayvon Thomas, the sharpshooter, guarded by Manyang Tong. Gets it over to Kobe Antwi. Jacoby Neath, speaking of sharpshooters, no good there, a little bit short. Manyang Tong now, his fingerprints are all over this second half to start it off. And he's gonna try and take it up himself. Nope, he's gonna get it off to the corner there. Gets it over to Ibrahim, who gets it over to Spoon Hunter. Oh, nice move there. Keeps it up. Just ran out a bit of real estate there. Shot to Tong, nope, gets it over to Spoon Hunter for 3 in the corner. Just a little strong. Ibrahim comes down with it. Tong inside, up, foul, and that's going to be Dion Duncan going to the line for 2.
And Tong's been a little bit hesitant from mid-range. I really want to see him pop it. He's got that. That's something that's in his arsenal. They need more offense from him right now. This game cannot be put on the back of Fofo. Yes, he's a
Absolutely
beast. And yes, he's a wide body, but he cannot carry all that weight.
No, not against a team like Crestwood. They can't get away with just passing it off to him and hoping for the best. This Crestwood team is too deep, it's too talented, and there's too many guys on this roster that can fill up the cup. As Duncan, he's good on the second. 7:59 to go here in the third, 49-38. Edge School, after being down by 25, have now cut the lead to 11. And Crestwood still looking for their first bucket of the half. Oh, nice fake there. Still don't get it, though. Shot's a little long. Here comes Adetogan on the fast break. Nice find inside. Good hesitation and finish there by number 13, Umuldu Ibrahim. And that was Laddie. Kicks it back out. Shot goes up. No good. Thomas gets his own rebound. Floater. Oh, just rims out. And Crestwood, it looks like there's a lid on the rim for them right now. Inside, Manyang Tong throws it down. 7:13 to go here. 49-42, and an ideal start to this second half for Edge School. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. It is Crestwood Prep 49, Edge School 42. We'll be right back here at the NPA Central Session.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season.
I'd like to welcome everyone back here on North Pole Hoops out in YouTube land. We've got quite a matchup here right now going down. We've got Crestwood Prep out of North York holding a 7-point lead over Edge School out of Calgary. And Edge School, as we said before, they've gone on quite a tear as the first shot of the half is made by Kashawn Laddie, your spoon hunter. Manyang Tong losing a handle on it. And unfortunately, another tough turnover here for Tong. Here's Laddie. Laddie gets it over to Thomas. Antweet. Thomas gets it back, shoots the three, counts it, but he's going to get called with the foul. Or he's going to get called, excuse me, for the travel.
Just want to make sure I show some love here before I forget to Saskatoon Basketball Academy, one of the NPA's expansion teams, getting a W this morning. 64-63 by just one over a Toronto Basketball Academy. Might have been diffused after their loss to CTA. That was a hard-fought battle between the #1 team in the country, the new #1 team in the country.
It was a tough turnaround after having such a tough matchup last night to come around here early in the morning against the Saskatoon team that has just shown time and again that physically and coaching-wise, I mean, they're up to the task against just about anybody. They play their game. They do not work. They do not get outworked in any game that they play. And they proved it right there by gutting out a win over a top program in the country in Toronto Basketball Academy. So a big, big congratulations to Saskatoon and the whole province of Saskatchewan. I've said it on a few broadcasts already in this central session. It was my first chance seeing a truly Saskatchewan, all Saskatchewan team in action at the high school level. And I was thoroughly impressed with just how, you know, the knowledge, the size, the athleticism. So a big shout out to them as there's a turnover by Crestwood Prep. And don't look now, but Elias, earlier it was 49-24 at the end of that second quarter. And since then, It has been a 19-3 run for Edge School.
Just a 9-point game here, and you can see the body language of Crestwood as well. It's starting to wither away. Just guys are getting on each other, and they got to really put this thing together.
Absolutely. Here's Neath. Oh, gets it back. Good finish in the basket there. And of course, hey, in these kind of moments, you rely on your leaders to get things going offensively again, and Jacoby Neath did just that. Here's Aaron Lloyd. Over to Adetogan. Fofo. Looking for an open man. Finds it at the top of the key. Some great defense there, though, to close out by Pacheco.
And
but
Duncan
the offensive board
back.
Yep. Oh, wide open. Spoon Hunter. You could tell from this angle it was wide left.
He's just got to take his time, man. He's a shot maker. He makes those. There's no need to rush. Fofo gave up his shot for a better shot, but then it ended up being a low percentage one just because of how quick it was released. Take your time, make that shot. And that's what you do, Spoon.
Absolutely, and you could see Spoon Hunter, as soon as he caught it, just I don't think he really realized how much open space and time he had to take that shot. But you know what? This is why pencils have erasers. You're going to go look at the film session. You'll make your adjustments. He's not the kind of player that's just going to not forget how to shoot or just forget how to shoot. He's going to make his adjustments.
A risky pass inside there.
Got a turnover here. Crestwood Prep now bringing it up. 5:01 to go here in the third quarter. As Jacoby Neath brings it up.
This is a really good matchup here. Look at the length as he sizes him up.
Oh, nice.
Hesitation move.
Great shot there by Antwi. One of those age-old expressions, take what the defense gives you. And Colby Antwi did exactly that as the defender sagged off. Oh, nice move behind the back. Goes up. Oh, just can't get the finish. You feel for a kid like Xavier Spencer. That could have made his entire session when you get a chance to knock one of the top prospects off his feet and finish, but just a little bit more learning to do.
In the second half, the passes from Crestwood have just been off the mark completely. Guys are not putting each other in situations to attack the rim. You want to feed the ball ahead and towards the rim, so it's a chase down as opposed to having to turn with your momentum away from the rim.
Well said, as Kobe Antwi is going to get called with the blocking foul there. Inbound pass by Spoon Hunter. He's going to find Fofo. Fofo Adetogan, guarded by Jacoby Neath. Works off the screen. Gets it back over. Spoon Hunter going to let it fly. Not a lot of rotation on that shot. Here's Trayvon Thomas to Antwi. Antwi over to Neath. Neath. 3:51 to go here in the third. Neath, runner. He's going to get called with the foul. And Fofo saying, I let him go. I let him take the shot. And Jacoby Neath makes no good on the first free throw.
And Jacoby's going to try to measure this one up. Looking for a made-to-measure suit, custom fit. Stopped by an Indochino, one of the 10 storefronts in Canada. The official suitor of the NPA.
Jacoby up. Nice pass there. Way to find his teammate. Kashawn Laddie, give him the bucket. Class of 2021, letting his presence known. Here's Spoon Hunter, bringing the ball up, guarded by Thomas. Oh, gets it over to Fofo. Fofo keeps his dribble. Very impressive skill there and balance, but coughs it up to Thomas. Even better defense by Crestwood. Here they are. Fast break. Laddie thinks about it. Gets it out, but Spoon Hunter, great defense, and it's going to be a foul on Trayvon Thomas. Don't exactly know how. It was just two bodies going for the ball, but regardless, Edge is going to get the ball. I'm curious about that one.
Just a 12-point game here. Edge still right in it, man. They came out different to start the second half.
And that's what elite programs do, though, right? I mean, they go, they make their adjustments. That's what good coaching staffs do. They see what's working, see what's not working. And you know what? Full credit goes to them. You know, ending that second quarter, they were on a run, and they carried that momentum into this third quarter. 3:09 to go here, 10-point game, as Jacoby Neath is now going to go to the line for 2. And you know what, though? That's what you want to see from your star players if you're Crestwood. Okay, our shots aren't necessarily falling as easily as they were. Our ball movement isn't as clean as it was. So I'm going to take it on myself in these tough moments and these tough fouls and the game slowing down to attack the basket and give us some free points while the clock's not moving. Extend this lead. Keep it double digits. Jacoby Neath now. Can't make good on the first one. Elijah Fisher back into the game. And Neath makes the second one. 60-49, 3:05 to go here in the third. Spoon Hunter guarded by Thomas. Kicks it out. That's Lloyd, coughs it up in the corner. Kobe Antwi now off and running. Nice power move and a great finish at the rim. Gets by the defender, protects the basketball, and up and clean finish at the rim.
Tremendous improvement from Kobe Antwi over the course of this season. He's picked up his speed, he's taking care of his body. Already known to be a shot maker.
We got a substitution now. Onto the floor is Menyang Tong, number 1 for Edge, back into the game, and number 10, Dion Duncan, the 6'6" class of 2019. Looking to try and slow down that Crestwood front court. Here's Neath, guarded by Spoon Hunter. Neath. Can't create the space. Fisher now. 5 seconds on the shot clock, just rims out. But who's right there? Johnny on the spot. Kobe Antwi knocking it down onto the basket. 2:11 to go now. That was Davis. Here's Tong now. Oh, gets poked loose by Thomas. Oh, look at that. Diving on the floor, but Spoon Hunter coming back up with it. He's got blue shirts all over him, though. Guys aren't moving around for him. And Antwi, oh, what a Euro step that was. And now Crestwood on a run of their own, Elias.
And this could get nasty and out of hand.
Ooh, nice find behind the back. And he's going to get hit with the foul. And I just love seeing that from Spoon Hunter. 1 minute you think you want to put him into this one box where he's only a shooter, he only does certain things, and then you see passes like that and the vision. Great job finding the open man under the basket. And Dion Duncan is going to get he's going to get rewarded with a trip to the line here for 2. 66-49, 142 to go here in the third. Shot goes up. Just rims out. Shot goes up, and it's just a little long. Here's Tong, surrounded by blue shirts, and that's the second time we've seen that, pressuring the ball with the third defender coming out to intercept the pass. Here's Fisher now. Fisher goes for a run, and he's going to get called with the foul. He gets 2 shots. 66-49. 142 to go here in the third. Crestwood prep. And then we're going to have a quick timeout here at the NPA Central session here in Ottawa. We'll be right back after these messages.
What directions they could be looking at. The opportunities are endless. If girls basketball players in Canada want to excel and want to make a career out of basketball, they have every single opportunity to. It's just a matter of putting the work in, putting the consistency in, putting the discipline in. So to have this project on my lap after everything that I've lived and that I've kind of been through with basketball, the timing is perfect. And again, the potential and the room for growth and the room for opportunity with girls basketball and with North Pole Hoops girls basketball, the potential is untapped.
I'd like to welcome everyone back. Of course, the second half brought to you by Indochino, made to measure official suit provider of the NPA. We have Elijah Fisher. And you can imagine, possibly for this young man, somewhere down the line, might be needing a tailored suit for a certain announcement. Makes good on the second as Fofo Adetogan. And the full court press is on for Crestwood, but they're going to get called with the foul on this one. And it's a jump ball. No foul. Great defense shown there by Crestwood Prep. 67-49, and you know, and when it looked like Edge was going to come right back into this and make it a back and forth battle, Crestwood was having none of it. As another interception, Neath, great rejection by Adetogan, and that's the matchup we all came to see for this one. Here's Adetogan now on a fast break of his own to Tong. Nice finish on the fast break. And Elias, you said it, you wanted to see Tong a little bit more aggressive. How's that for aggression, going right to the basket at the defender?
He's filling his lanes, and Fofo unselfish enough to get it out. And Fofo's a big part of this entire game. He's the one who came up with the block on Jacoby. You know, then you had Duncan regain possession on the floor, get it out to him, then he makes the pass for the assist.
Here we are now, another fast break. Spoon Hunter up, trying to get a Togan, but Antwi sees it. Gives it up to Fisher, and Fisher gets away with one there, but Antwi loses a handle on it. Now Edge has another opportunity here to bite into this lead a little bit. Here's Tong. Kicks it in the corner.
Good patience by Brecky.
Oh, big block there by Fisher, but Adetogan stays with it. Kicks it out. Shot goes up. 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Spoon Hunter comes down with it. Another opportunity. He's going to let it fly. No good, but who's right there? Fofo Adetogan with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. And I think Neath is going to try and do it himself. Up and in. Oh, what a finish at the end of the quarter. Jacoby Neath. What a finish that was. And so with that, we're going to take a quick break here before we get back with the final quarter of action between Edge School and Crestwood Prep. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
You know, we're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here, for venues like this, we go to war.
Elijah Fisher!
Everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Fofo, you're going to be a beast at the next level.
No. Either kill or be killed, you know. On the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you, or if not, you're not going to succeed.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to the NPA Central session here in Ottawa, Ontario. Final day of action. We've got ourselves a matchup here in the final quarter. We've got Edge School out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on Crestwood Prep out of North York, Ontario. Ryan Greco on your play-by-play, joined by Elias Spain on color. And a final quarter action between two of the top programs in the country going at it. And it's been a very entertaining matchup, very back and forth battle so far, Elias.
For the most part, Crestwood's held in control, but you saw spurts from Fofo Adetogan, couple baskets from Manyang Tong, and they're going to need a lot more from Spoon Hunter.
Here's Jacoby Neath, another guy doing a whole lot. Oh, the body control of Elijah Fisher, my goodness. No other 9th grader in the world is doing that.
Class of 2023, #1 overall. His best days are ahead of him.
Here's Adetogan. Spoon Hunter thinks about it, gives it up. Here in the corners, Davis. One more shot to Adetogan. No good. Here comes Neath now with the rebound. He's going to bring it up. Cross-court pass. Finds the open man. Oh, gets it right back. And a good finish. Good finish at the basket there.
And Jacoby mad at himself. He wanted to flush it.
Yep. Great give and go, though. Great recognition. Got to give credit where credit is due. Kashawn Laddie, great assist on that, recognizing Neath still cutting to the basket. Here's Tong. Oh, Spoon Hunter's going to let it fly. No good. Hand right in his face.
Spoon's got to go watch some game film. It's getting tough watching him, man. He had such a good session in Winnipeg, but in this one, struggled both with turnovers and shooting the ball.
He's
Antwi. Much better than he's showing, by the way.
Kobe Antwi getting the shot there. There's somebody showing their full potential right now in this session is Kobe Antwi.
Kobe's consistency, that's what I'm really liking about him. Shows up every game.
8:09 to go here in the fourth. Tong is rejected by Pacheco Jr. I haven't seen him in a few minutes. Good to see him back on the floor, being the factor that he is on that front court.
Who's out here? Hey, who's out here? Who's out here? Hey!
There's a look to Tong. Tong gets it, loses his handle on it. And Neath is on the fast break. Two-hand flush. Counted for two. Might need to tie his shoelaces a little bit there, though.
Kobe behind you, Kobe behind you. Kobe behind you.
And bringing it up is Adetogan. Fofo to Tong. Tong back to Fofo. Oh, great defense there. Fisher on the fast break, gonna throw it down. Heard the footsteps, did not care. He's gonna flush it down. Young man, go get yours. Here's Spoon Hunter. 81-53, the lead's opened right back up for Crestwood Prep here. 7:17 to go in the fourth. Adetogan wide left, but Spoon Hunter with the offensive board. Just a tough day at the office for him. Definitely not for lack of effort. Speaking of effort, Adetogan under the basket. Fofo, you can count it for two.
And Fofo's so good overall, but right now he's forcing some shots that he doesn't need to be taken. You got to keep it high percentage. He's 3-4 feet outside of the three-point line, jacking them up.
I think, Elias, you can always chalk some of that up to as we're getting pretty much a line change here for Edge School. End of the game, we've got number 42, Xavier Spencer. Number 13, Amudu Ibrahim. And number 23, Ben Gilbert. Here's a pass out. Antwi, or excuse me, that's Neath going for the shot. Gilbert comes down with it. Not mad at this decision though. Get your role players in here against some top-level competition. Good decision by the coaching staff saying, hey, let's see what these kids can do right now, because the starting lineup is being very careless with the basketball.
And Huff's talking it over right now with his guys. Here's Brecky Davis picking up the steal to RJ Jock. RJ thought about it.
And Jock also seeing his first minutes in this game. Missed shot there. 6:09 to go in this one. As Neath is at the top. He's going to be guarded by Jock. Neath gets it inside. Pacheco throws it down. Where is Brooklyn at? It's under the rim. Here's Gilbert to Spencer. He's going to get called with the extra steps is Brecky Davis. Tough turnover coming into the game now. Another substitution, Noah Leto, class of 2019, standing 6'6". The fiery redhead out here, getting some minutes. We'll also get Kobe Antwi out of the game. Coming in, back in is Trayvon Thomas. Crestwood's sharpshooter. I think he's earned that title. In a team full of shooters. Oh, nice find there, but great defense to deny it, but there was no box out, and as a result, Laddie is the benefactor of being the odd man out. Here's Gilbert to Spencer. Gilbert. Nice find. Here's Jock. Spencer. Oh, great ball movement. Gilbert up. Nice finish with the left hand there. I'm very impressed with this with the bench mob right now for Edge School getting it done.
And this
great ball
second
movement.
unit is just playing very unselfish.
Yep.
Moving the ball, getting the open looks.
Oh, and there it is. Good defensive stop. Jacoby Neath not really sure what he wanted to do with it there. Here's Spencer on the fast break. He's got some shirts with him. Oh, nice finish there. Give that one to number 24, Noah Leto.
Hey, and Xavier Spencer matched up with Elijah Fisher right now. This is the same age going at it. 9th graders, 2 elite level 9th graders going at it. I think this is a great matchup. Xavier can, oh, here we go. Making him cough it up.
That's right, kickball. Love it. We could be looking at the future of the NPA right there.
And
a lot of basketball left for
I
those
know
two.
my guy Nick Zeffi, our junior scout and national scout at North Pole Hoops, is very excited about the future of Xavier Spencer, as are we all.
Deion Edgem, Jr. Those are some big shoes to fill, but he might be up for it. Moving it around now. Edge School. As you said, Ellie, it's very unselfish basketball. It's a great finish there. Deion Duncan. If I'm the coaching staff, I'm leaving these guys in.
Absolutely.
Get it done.
Let the starters just watch what's happening here and how easily they're getting buckets. By the way, against pretty much all of Crestwood's starting lineup.
Yes, well said. The only guy not on the floor right now is Jacoby Neath. Trayvon can be considered a starter. He starts a number of games. Keyshawn Laddie.
Just Keyshawn Laddie. He's the only substitution.
And he gets minutes.
Yep.
We've seen him, even in this game, tons of minutes. Thomas for 3, knocks it down. What a last couple of days he's had. My goodness. I know we keep hammering it home, but it was something to watch. That was Leto. Over to Gilbert. Back to Spencer. Works it inside. This is Duncan now. Duncan, there's going to be a foul called. And it's Laddie, I believe, that's going to get called with the foul. Jacoby Neath coming back into the game. .333 to go here. 88-61 Crestwood Prep over Edge. Another substitution into the game. David Hamilton. For Edge School, number 9, David Hamilton, 6'7", class of 2019. And there's going to be offensive foul there called. And another substitution into this game, number 20, Khan Osman. And into the game as well as number 33, Steven Lazar. And we're going to get an opportunity here to see some guys, see if they can earn some minutes, some extra minutes as the season progresses. But so far, I've been very impressed with this Edge School substitutions that have came on. It's a deep team. Antwi goes up, doesn't finish, all draped in white shirts. Spencer now on the fast break. Nice find inside on the fast break. Can't get the finish underneath, unfortunately.
I absolutely love Spencer's game.
Yeah.
Man, you got him playing more of a small forward position. He's a guy who could bring up the ball and create offense. He's done it 3 on 3 separate possessions here in the 4th quarter.
Also coming in, Garrett Prosey. Garrett Prosey doing well. Getting himself to the line. No good on the first one. And Prosey, 6'7", 2021. A lot of 2020s and up on this Edge School roster.
They're looking to develop it for the next couple of years.
2:53 to go in this one. 88-61. Crestwood Prep leads.
And Crestwood clearly an upper echelon team along with CTA. Here's Trayvon Thomas. Will he put it down?
Oh, you got to love it. All the hustle, all the heart. Great defensive play. Thomas slowing himself down, looking to try and get a highlight. But Ben Gilbert getting just enough of the arm to prevent the highlight dunk.
And that's another good foul. I'm not letting Trayvon, because a guy like Trayvon throws down a dunk. What is he, 5'10"?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. He throws down a dunk, and that bench erupts. There goes the confidence of your entire secondary lineup for Edge.
Yeah.
So definitely a good foul. Similarly to Fofo in the first quarter, not allowing Elijah to throw it down.
Not just that, though, the way he did it. He got just enough of the arm. No undercut, no need to push,
clean.
Nothing aggressive, very clean. No need to make this more than what it is. Here we go, working in the corner. That's Hamilton. Hamilton, nice find to his teammate. The shot's no good by Prosy. And Crestwood once again is off and running. Here's Khan. Khan can't knock it down, unfortunately. Lazar battling for it under the basket with Spencer. It's going to be Edge ball. Osman, the Spaniard, trying to get himself on the score sheet here. Just couldn't get it done on the open three. Now bringing it up is Ben Gilbert. Gilbert guarded by Thomas. A battle of the 23s here. There's Prosy. Prosy back to Gilbert. Gilbert guarded by Osman. Gilbert looking for an option. Gets it out. This is Hamilton. 2:01 to go. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Spencer, nice spin move. Up and under. Can't get it. They get another shot. And the referee's going to call time there. Good decision there because the shot clock was reset, but there was no touch of the rim. So it's going to result in a turnover as a shot clock violation.
And this ends up being a blowout win after all for Crestwood. Edge got as close as 12 points, actually, even within 9.
At one point, the score was 49-42, 7
there
points.
You go.
Oh, can't get the finish. But you know what? What do good teams do? When a good team throws a counterpunch to you, you've got to be able to go on a run of your own. And Crestwood, full credit goes to them. They did exactly that. Here's Gilbert bringing it up. Guarded by Thomas. Gilbert. Gets it over to Prosy. Prosy, guarded by Osman. Gilbert. Crossover. Oh, creates the space. Not mad at that shot at all. 1:19 to go in this one. Thomas on the fast break. Up. And another foul by Gilbert. But once again, just not giving up anything. At the line, Trayvon Thomas. Of course, 51 points last night. Made, I believe it was 11 threes? 10 threes?
10 threes, that's right.
Thanks to crossover stats, we can confirm that. And be sure to stay tuned with us after this. We've got a tip-off between St. Laurent Express and Oakville Basketball Academy, two programs on the up and coming, if you will. Two very hard-working teams. That's going to be a great one, Elias. That's going to be a real back-and-forth track meet for all the right reasons. Gilbert now gets it over. Shot goes up. Knocks it down. Number 44, Keegan Simpson. Great shot in the corner. They might have been able to use him a little bit earlier in this game. 37 seconds in this one. Here's Trayvon Thomas. Fisher for three. No good, it's long. Nice find inside to Osman. Gets it over to Fisher. Fisher blocked by Prosy, but he stays with it. Foul, count the basket. Elijah Fisher with 3 white shirts draped all over him, finishing.
Just 22 seconds left here. And we'll end the misery for Edge. We got 3 to go. 3 games left on the slate for today. St. Laurent and Oakville coming up next, followed by GTA Prep and North Star. Oh, sorry, I made a
2 more games.
Yeah,
but we do have a matchup, an NPA school in action against Vaughan Secondary at the Zero Gravity Prep Classic happening later on today as well.
That's going on in Rhode Island.
Here's Fisher. 10 seconds on the clock. Gets it out. Osman not recognizing how much time is left on the shot clock. All right, here we go. Gilbert on the inside. 2 seconds to go. Spencer's going to shoot it, and it just rims out. And with that one, Edge School with plenty to learn from this one, from this entire Central session, if you will. Crestwood Prep, a very convincing victory, very impressive effort all around. But please stay tuned. Right after this, we're going to have St. Laurent taking on Oakville in just a few minutes. For Elias Pate, I'm Ryan Greco. We'll be back in just a few minutes.